Hello, my dear Scorpio. I want to speak to you from a place of truth and quiet strength. Because the message that comes through for you now is not about decoration or grandeur. It is about the raw core of who you are and what has been waiting within you all along. For so long, you have walked as though you were carrying an invisible crown, aware that something inside of you was destined for more. Yet holding back, dimming your own power to fit into places that could never contain your depth. The universe is showing me that this period of restraint is ending. You are not meant to remain in the shadows of what could be. You are being asked to step forward and take ownership of the authority that has always been your birthright, not given by others, but carved into your very spirit since the beginning. Scorpio, you have endured seasons of silence, battles that no one else could see. And you have carried scars that tell stories of survival and endurance. But these were never meant to define you as broken. They were meant to forge you into someone unshakable, someone who can now rise without apology. You are not just preparing for a new chapter. You are being prepared to reclaim what has been yours in every lifetime before this. A place of command over your own path and a quiet, undeniable influence over those who cross it. The image that comes is not of a ruler who conquers with noise, but of a sovereign who transforms with presence, whose strength is felt without needing to be announced. And yet, my dear Scorpio, with this reclamation comes responsibility. The energy moving toward you is not here only to lift you up. It is here to demand that you align with the truth of your soul, to shed the masks you once wore to protect yourself, to step away from the self-doubt that whispered you were not ready. The universe is asking you to embody the role that has been waiting for you, to sit fully on the throne of your own life. Because no one else can. This is not about arrogance or domination. It is about balance, integrity, and the courage to lead your own destiny. What follows this recognition is the doorway into deeper transformation, where every decision you make in the days ahead becomes the stone that lays the foundation for the next 7 years of your journey. If you accept this call, Scorpio, your life will not remain the same. The crown that was invisible will no longer be denied. It will rest on your spirit as naturally as breath. And from there, you will see clearly the path that is opening before you. And now, Scorpio, I must tell you what comes next. Because the universe is not speaking in vague promises. It is speaking in time frames, in pulses of energy that are already moving toward you and asking for your response. There is a window that opens in layers, first within 24 hours, then stretching into 48, then sealing itself in 72. These are not arbitrary numbers. They are the rhythm of transformation itself. Moments when the veil thins and your actions weigh more heavily than usual. When a choice made in honesty or courage carries the strength of an oath. And a hesitation made out of fear can echo louder than you expect. Scorpio, you have felt the urgency building, as if life itself is leaning over your shoulder, whispering that something cannot wait, and you are right to listen. The next 24 hours are the spark, a chance to declare to yourself and to the unseen forces guiding you that you are ready to step into your power without conditions. The 48-hour mark becomes the test, where distractions or doubts may press harder, trying to convince you to stay small. But if you stand firm, the path clears. And then, within 72 hours, a door that has been locked for months, perhaps years, begins to move. You do not force it open. You simply arrive at it with clarity and find that it yields to you. These time frames are not meant to scare you. They are meant to focus you. The universe is offering you alignment in concentrated waves, moments when everything you do carries amplified weight. If you act, even in a small way, writing, speaking, deciding, releasing, you set into motion changes that ripple into the next season of your life. If you let them pass unnoticed, the energy does not vanish, but it disperses, and you are left waiting once again. Scorpio, this is why urgency is surrounding you, why every part of your being feels restless. The hour is asking you to respond, Scorpio, as these windows of transformation open and you begin to step fully into your place of power. The universe does not only speak through feelings or spiritual signs, it begins to rearrange the material world around you as well. I see this shift spilling directly into your finances and your work, where opportunities appear not as accidents, but as the natural response to your readiness. Money begins to move in your direction from places you may not have considered, an old investment that suddenly matures, a forgotten effort that now pays off, an offer extended by someone who once underestimated you but has now recognized your value. Even within your family line, there is a sense of inheritance, not only in the literal sense of assets or property, but in wisdom, connections, or blessings that are meant to flow to you because you are the one strong enough to carry them forward. This is the part of your story, Scorpio, where resources align with purpose. The work you once did quietly, with little recognition, begins to be noticed. A project that you doubted would matter suddenly draws attention. A role or position that you thought was beyond your reach reveals itself to be waiting for you all along. And the money that arrives is not just for survival, it is capital for growth. A foundation to build the vision that has been stirring within you. Some of it may come in ways that surprise you. Gifts, bonuses, unexpected payments, or even opportunities presented by those in your family who now see your strength more clearly. Yet with every door that opens, Scorpio, the question remains, will you step through it fully? Or will you hold back out of fear that it is too much, too soon? This is why the universe presses you with urgency. Financial abundance and professional recognition are part of the crown you are reclaiming, but they come with the demand that you trust yourself enough to use them wisely, to no longer shrink or apologize for what is rightfully flowing toward you. What waits for you beyond this moment is not merely income. It is a redefinition of your stability and your legacy. Scorpio, when power begins to return to you and the ground beneath your feet grows more stable with resources and recognition, the heart too is drawn into this tide of transformation. Love and relationships become mirrors that reveal how deeply you have grown, because the same urgency and clarity that now shapes your destiny also shapes the way you connect. If you are in a relationship, expect the bond to either deepen in truth or to expose fractures that can no longer be ignored. This is not meant to frighten you, it is meant to free you. A partnership built on honesty and mutual respect will find new strength in the coming days, while anything held together by illusion will begin to unravel, giving you the choice to rebuild with authenticity or to release what cannot grow. If you are walking alone, Scorpio, the universe is weaving an encounter that does not follow conventional patterns. Someone is being guided into your path not because you chased, but because your energy now draws them. It may appear casual at first, an unexpected meeting, a conversation in passing, an introduction through ordinary circumstances, but beneath the surface, it carries the unmistakable weight of destiny. You will feel it in your body before your mind can name it, a sudden recognition, an intimacy that feels older than time, a connection that stirs memories of another life. But this connection, whether it is a new love or a renewal of an existing bond, will demand your vulnerability. Scorpio, you are known for your strength, for your ability to endure and transform. But in love, the test is different. Here, the universe asks you not to defend, not to control, but to soften, to let another soul see the raw truth of your heart. This is the risk that opens the door to the deepest intimacy you have ever known. The choice is yours to stay behind walls of safety or to step forward into the kind of love that expands you, heals you, and walks beside your purpose rather than against it. Scorpio, as your inner power awakens and your relationships of the heart shift into new truth, your circle of family and friends cannot remain untouched. The changes in you ripple outward, and those closest to you will either rise with your transformation or fall away because they cannot walk the same path. Within your family, there is a sense of reconnection waiting to happen. Old misunderstandings or wounds that have lingered for years are now ready to be addressed, not through conflict, but through honest conversation and forgiveness. One particular family member may hold a key to your next stage, whether it is through guidance, information, or simply the faith they show in you when you doubt yourself. The love that you have cultivated with them becomes the ground from which new blessings emerge, in material ways, supporting your journey forward. Among friends, you will begin to notice more clearly who truly stands with you and who has only been present out of convenience or self-interest. As your energy rises, some will celebrate you, drawn to your light and growth, while others will reveal envy or discomfort. The universe is using this time to refine your circle, Scorpio, showing you who aligns with your highest path and who drains your strength in silence. You may find that one friend, who has stood quietly in the background, now steps forward with genuine loyalty, proving themselves to be a lifelong ally. At the same time, another may expose themselves through actions or words that make it impossible to ignore their hidden resentment. This is not meant to leave you isolated, but to ensure that your support system is strong, real, and capable of carrying the weight of the future you are stepping into. Family ties, once strained, can become sources of blessing. Friendships, once assumed unshakable, may fade. But through it all, you are being positioned to stand surrounded by only those who add to your strength rather than take from it. This purification of your circle is part of your rebirth, for the company you keep will shape the foundation of the life you are now building. Scorpio, with everything shifting around you, power returning, relationships realigning, doors opening in career and finance, the one area you cannot afford to neglect is your health and your spirit. The cards, the signs, and the very weight of your own body speak the same truth. You have been carrying emotions that no longer belong in your hands. And this burden is beginning to show itself in your energy, in your sleep, in the way your body responds to stress, the anger unspoken, the betrayal left unresolved, the grief you tried to bury. All of it has been sitting within you like stones, pressing against your vitality. The universe is warning that unless you release what has already passed, your spirit will remain heavy and your body will continue to echo that heaviness through exhaustion, tension, or discomfort. This is not about weakness, Scorpio. It is about wisdom. Even the strongest warriors must rest, and even the sharpest minds need stillness to heal. The time has come to honor your body as the temple that it is, to give it what it has been asking for: real rest, nourishing food, moments of silence, and space to breathe without the constant weight of survival pressing on your chest. Your spirit, too, requires release, forgiveness, not for the sake of those who wronged you, but to free yourself from the chain that binds you to old wounds. Reflection, not to dwell on the past, but to see clearly what it taught you and why you no longer need to carry it. Scorpio, your health and spirit are not secondary to your destiny. They are the very ground on which it is built. If you collapse inward, nothing else can hold. But if you choose now to let go, to rest without guilt, to treat your healing as sacred, then your body and soul will align with the abundance, love, and transformation already moving toward you. This is your chance to reset, not by force, but by surrender, by allowing yourself to be cared for, even if only by your own hands. Scorpio, as your light grows stronger and your life begins to expand, not everyone around you will receive this transformation with purity of heart. The universe is placing a clear warning in front of you now. There are 3 individuals within your current circle whose intentions are not aligned with your well-being. One hides behind the mask of friendship, offering words of support while quietly speaking against you when you are not present. Another waits for the moment when your guard is lowered, planning to ask for favors or commitments that would entangle you in responsibilities that drain rather than strengthen you. And the third, perhaps the most subtle, is someone who admires you deeply, yet allows their admiration to twist into envy. A quiet bitterness that, if left unchecked, could turn into sabotage. This is not meant to fill you with fear, but with clarity. Scorpio, your intuition is already whispering the truth about who these people are. You have noticed the shift in their tone, the glance that lingers too long, the way their presence leaves you uneasy even when their words sound polite. Trust those signals. Your gift has always been to sense what is hidden, and now that gift is your protection. The challenge before you is not to fight, argue, or expose, but to quietly step back, to create boundaries so firm that no one can drain what you are building. The test is one of discernment. Can you continue to shine without dimming yourself for the comfort of others? Can you remain compassionate without allowing manipulation to enter your space? This is where your strength lies, in holding your power without apology, in knowing that not everyone deserves access to your inner circle. Remember, Scorpio, what is coming for you is too important to be weighed down by hidden resentment or false loyalty. By clearing this space now, you make room for the allies and soul connections who will stand with you in truth. Scorpio, we have walked together through the message of your rising power, the urgency of this sacred window of time, the opportunities for abundance and work, the tests of love, the reshaping of family and friendships, the call to care for your health and spirit, and the warning of those who cannot follow you into your next chapter. Now it is time to bring all of this into one truth, the final closing message that you are meant to carry in your heart. You are standing at the threshold of a life that will not look like the one you have known. The invisible crown that weighed heavy on your spirit is no longer waiting, it is ready to be worn, and you are ready to carry it. The urgency you feel is not pressure from the outside. It is your own soul, insisting that the time of hesitation is over. Every choice you make in these next days will echo into the years ahead. And the universe is aligning to support you if you choose to step forward with courage. Remember, Scorpio, abundance is not only about money, it is about alignment. About knowing that the resources you need will flow when you are brave enough to honor your purpose. Love is not only romance, it is the deep connection that comes when you show yourself fully, without hiding, and allow another to meet you there. Healing is not only the release of pain, it is the declaration that your body and soul deserve rest, care, and compassion. As much as your dreams deserve pursuit, and protection is not only about fighting enemies, it is about listening to your intuition and trusting yourself enough to guard your energy fiercely. This is your moment to claim the life that has been waiting for you. Scorpio, you are not being asked to be perfect, only to be willing to release the past, to trust the present, and to step into the future with steady resolve. Say yes to what your spirit has known all along, that you were never meant to stay small, never meant to be bound by the shadows of betrayal, fear, or scarcity. You were always meant to rise, to lead, to love, and to leave a mark that could never be erased. So take this message not as a promise from me, but as a reflection of what already lives within you. Your time has arrived. Your crown is waiting. And the universe is ready to move with you the moment you move with it.